cool effect. They're all different sizes. Then we've got some lighting down below. We'll sort of light it up to create that sort of shadow effect that you see.
Right. See, I keep watching all these videos on YouTube. Come see my studio too. Come see my studio. Well, I thought I should make one. So why not? Let's go. Let's have a look at my studio. Budget studio, by the way. Hi guys, and welcome to yet another video. In this episode I'll give you a studio tour and I'll show you how I've turned this into this on a budget. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. So if you're confined to a small bedroom or basement, loft, garage, I don't know if anyone chooses the bathroom, a small space anyway for your studio, then you might find this video, if not entertaining, then maybe at least useful. You get some ideas, things you can use in your own studio setup. So first I'll talk about cameras. I use Sony. I have a full frame and a couple of APS-C cameras. Sony a7 III is my main camera. I use the a7 III with a 55mm when I shoot in front of a backdrop or against this wall where I have this orange sofa. When I shoot at my desk, the camera I use is the Sony a6400, placed on this monitor arm just beside the wall. And I'm using the 16mm Sigma 1.4, which is wide enough to get a lot into frame. The camera is mounted on this tripod extension arm, which lets me raise it to eye level. And onto the Sigma lens, I've mounted this cheap, affordable T2 teleprompter. But then this is where it gets interesting. Instead of using the phone or tablet to read my script, I'm using a camera monitor, the Anderson A6 Plus, and this allows me to see myself and the script at the same time in the teleprompter mirror. How do I do this? I'm using a free software called OBS, which is mainly used for live streaming. So I output from the camera through the HDMI on OBS to OBS on the iMac, and then I've created a scene in OBS with this camera source and window capture, the teleprompter software on top with transparent background. This is a mouthful. So this scene is then exported full screen onto the monitor through HDMI, which is reflected by the teleprompter, so now I can see myself and read the script at the same time while recording. Anyway, this whole setup was inspired, no, it was copied from one of Caleb Pike's videos. Caleb Pike, a DSLR video shooter. I'll link his video in the description below. For my overhead shots, for example, when I do product reviews and I need to shoot from above, from the top, I'm using the GoPro Hero 9 attached to this tripod extension arm, which I've attached to the main pole using one of these cheap clamps. The main reason why I use the GoPro is because it is light. What's great is that it's 5K, so the footage comes out great. I can set the lens to narrow or wide, and it charges from the iMac, so it doesn't even need a battery while recording. The inconvenience is that every time I go somewhere shooting video, I tend to forget it. And let there be light. For a key light, I use the Godox SL60W on a C-stand with wheels fitted with an 80cm softbox. It's decent for the price. You can find it on Amazon. It comes with the remote. It's dimmable from 10% to 100%. I usually use it at about 25% intensity. For the pros and cons, this produces quality soft light and the fan is not too loud, you probably can't hear it. But for the cons, it's a bit too large for this small space, and every time I use it, when I finish, I have to tuck it in the corner and still it gets in the way. Then just behind me for a headlight, I had to bring it into the frame so you can see it. I use this Aperture MC fitted onto this cheap tripod, cheap light stand. What is great, it comes with this rubber diffuser and I can easily control it with the Sidrus Link app from my phone. Sometimes I use the same Aperture MC as RGB. I place it behind me for a nice color ambient light. Oh, yeah, let's carry on. To the desk I've mounted this monitor pole and then from it I've mounted this 3-section arm with this Trava FL 3060 LED flexible light. Also comes with a remote that matches my monitor speakers. Yeah, I don't know how to play the guitar. That's my son's guitar. Will you just stay? For sound, I'm using multiple sources depending on the scene or the situation. For example, if I'm recording sitting at my desk, voiceover, or when I'm streaming live streaming, then I use the Scarlett Solo microphone that came with the Scarlett Solo bundle. This is connected through XLR to Scarlett Solo preamp and produces crystal clear quality sound that I can monitor with these monitor headphones, also included in the bundle when I edit my videos. When I'm away from the desk and I'm recording, say, in front of the backdrop, that's when I'll use this affordable and accurate shotgun microphone, Rode Video Micro. Or I can go wireless with the Rode Wireless Go with the lavalier connected. I actually made a video about the Rode Wireless Go that you can find up here somewhere. The speakers on my desk are the Yamaha HS5 monitors, which are very accurate. They produce very accurate sound, although very flat on the low end, great for editing. Of course, I've added a few sound panels onto the walls. These are cheap foam sound panels. You can stick them on the walls to diffuse the sound a bit and stop it from bouncing everywhere. The computer that I'm using is the 2020 iMac 8-core Intel processor, 8 gigs of RAM. This handles my workflow easily, but I'll probably upgrade the memory sooner or later. For storage, obviously I'm using the iMac SSD drive and this beautiful SanDisk Extreme Pro 2 terabytes with fast transfer speeds. I actually edit my videos on it. The mouse I use is the Logitech MX Master 3. I love this mouse. It lets me copy paste text or files between the iMac, the MacBook and the iPad so easy, just by simply drag and drop. Plus it lets you program it for specific apps with the customizable keys. Under the computer onto one side I have this 3-in-1 wireless charger from C-Cosmo, and onto the other side the Scarlett Focusrite Scarlett Solo. Next to it the Anker 65-watt 4-port charger, and this clutter of cables which I'm still trying to get rid of. I will by next time, I promise. Last but not least, the desk is a white backhand desk from IKEA. It's the biggest size I could find. It's 160 by 80 centimeters. It's not an electric raising desk, and unfortunately for me I can't use an electric desk, because if I was to stand at the desk, the floor squeaks really bad and does these noises which would wake up my babies in the bedroom beneath us. All of this is powered through Wrench Tool Hugo 8-way extension lead, which I've attached with screws under the desk, then plugged it into the wall. To the back edge of the desk, I've this Hue LED strip, which I voice control through, same as the desk lamp that resembles a microphone arm. The chair I sit on is this cheap white IKEA chair, which I'm looking forward to upgrade soon, because it's really taking a toll on my back. That's not a real plant. Neither is that one. For tripods, this is the main one I use, Manfrotto MT055 X Pro 3 with the Manfrotto MVH500AH fluid head. This is a very sturdy and well-built tripod, and this fluid head is amazing, especially for B-roll. I'm also using the KFC Concept cheap tripod, mainly to support this 25-inch slider from Neewer. I hardly ever use this slider, so I'll probably get rid of it. Now on this wall, I've got this massive, heavy 4x4 IKEA shelf unit, and this is where I charge my batteries. More storage units for bits and pieces, camera lenses, Zhone Weeble S gimbal, Mavic Air 2 drone, books, world map, clock. Further up on the wall I've got this vinyl backdrop. It's double-sided gray and green backdrop. Sometimes I use this for videos or just to shoot photos for thumbnails. And yes, my beloved orange sofa. So that's about it. This is probably, definitely not my final studio setup, because within the last few months I kept changing things around. So yeah, if you've made it this far, then thanks for watching. Please leave your comments below and don't forget to, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.